Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I would first like to say I'm sorry if you can hear the cars driving by. It is rush hour right now and I do live off a busy street in Chicago. So I also wanted to let you know what's going to be happening in this video. So I'm going to be doing a few things. I'm going to be doing my week 2 check-in and recapping my first paycheck and then setting up my second paycheck for the month of January. So what that basically means is I have these 2 books here. This one I'm using for the monthly pages to see my overall budget for the month. And I can say that as of today, I have, let's zoom in. This one's a little dark, but I did do my Venture Pass, and then it is currently the 15th. So I did pay my phone, which is to my mother. And that's all that I need that book for. Then we get to this one, and this is a dot grid. These are from Erin Condren's Petite Planner line. And so I did my first weekly check-in. If you haven't seen that already, you can go ahead and see that video on my channel. And I'm gonna quickly do my week 2 check-in and then kind of just look over what that meant for my first budget and then set up my second budget. I feel like cars are driving so loud right now, so I definitely apologize. So quickly for groceries, it looks like, now, yeah, I actually did all the way up to 1.9, and so I'm doing these last expenses here. I was able to fit everything on one page, which was kind of shocking. I didn't think I would be able to do that. So for groceries, I spent $200. So I spent $200. Total remaining for the whole budget would be $600 minus, so I had hold on. Let me rewind. Okay, I needed my calculator. Like, who was I kidding? So I spent $200 this week. So groceries, total remaining for the month was $577.97. Take away $200, that leaves $377.97. And then remaining for this past week, or for this past paycheck, I should say, was $77.97. That's what I have left over for paycheck number 1. This is what I have left over for the month of January. Does that make sense? The next category that I have is eating out. So let's look at that one. So for eating out, I have a category, or I have a transaction here for $16.30, and then one more for $9.14. So that puts me at $25.44 spent this past week, which isn't terrible. So what that means is total remaining, I have $188.29 minus $25.44, which means that for the rest of this month, I have $162.85. For this paycheck, I had $63.29 left, which meant that you subtract $25.44. And for this paycheck, I had $37.85 left. I never have money left for my eating out category, so I'm pleased with that. Now let's see, for Amari, I do have one here for $34.76. So $34.76. Now what that means is $130 minus $34.76 is $95.24 technically left for the month. And then I had $65 budgeted for this paycheck and I only spent $34.76. So that means I had $30.24 left. The next category we have is gas, and I think I have 2 charges on here. So I have gas, which is $9.64. Oh, and that's it, 'cause the other one was for the first week. So $9.64. And I apologize if I'm moving a little quick. My mom is currently watching my son, and I will have to get him. So for the remainder of January, I had $39.90 left. Subtract that by $9.64. That puts me at $30.26 remaining for the month. And then I had $9.90 left, and I spent $9.64. That leaves me with some change, 26 cents. So I'm not negative in any of these categories yet, which is pretty awesome. Then let's see household. So for household, I had $22.18. And that was it. So $22.18 minus 60. That means I had $37.82 left for the month. And then for this paycheck specifically, 30 minus 22.18, $7.82. I was left with $7.82 for this paycheck. For fun, I hope I didn't spend any more. I don't think I did. No, I did not spend any more money, which is good because I did not need to do that. I only have $19.05 remaining for the month, and that is where I am actually negative. For unbudgeted, I have $2.11. So $2.11. I obviously do not have anything remaining for any of those categories because I should not be spending. So what I'm gonna do here is, one second, I'm gonna move this Post-it. There we go. Okay, so I paid off all of the bills that I was supposed to, and I categorized them as bills. I used to do color coding. I did not do it for this month. I wanted to see how it would go because these are, you know, smaller lines. So we'll see. I didn't have a lot of expenses either. I feel like had I gone into 2 pages, it would have gotten a little more messy, but let's see. So this is for paycheck 1. This is not for my whole budget. My whole budget for the month is here. This is something I reference when I'm doing my paycheck 1 and paycheck 2 budgets. So for cash sinking funds, I have them listed here. I took out $430. So that's actually what I took out. I'm not over or under. Let's zoom you in. There we go. For Chime, it's 208. So I have 200. And then I have 8. I have to break it up like that because Chime only lets you transfer 200 at a time. That's one of the only downfalls to it. For groceries, so I budgeted $300, and I actually spent, I think it's $222.03. I just added those up. $22.03, which means that I have $77.97 left. Then the next category is eating out. I budgeted $125, and for eating out I had $61.71 plus $25.44. So I spent $87.15. Now, $125 minus $87.15 should put me at $37.85. Do you see how that works? Because I have this remaining per week, this is specific to paycheck 1. So at the end of paycheck 1, I had $37.85 left, which means that I'm over by $37.85. Now for Amari, I budgeted $65, and I spent $34.76 because I did not spend in week 1, so $34.76. Now budgeting takes some getting used to, I will say that. So remaining is $30.24. I remember when I first started, I was so confused flipping back between all of these numbers. I added things like 100 times because I wasn't sure. I budgeted $30 for gas, so I spent $20.10 and then $9.64. So $20.10 and then $9.64. That means I had spent $29.74. And then that means that I have 26 cents left because I budgeted $30. Next up, we have household. I didn't spend in the first week. In the second week, I spent $22.18. So $22.18. Left over is $7.82. For the fun category, I did go over. In the first week, I was at $60.95. So $60.95. That means I was over by $20.95. Let me pull out a red pen really quick. So over by $20.95. I'm putting it in red so that it's very obvious. For student loans, I hit $550, and that's the only one I have listed for student loans. So $550 is actual, no over or under. And then for unbudgeted, I spent $22.11. So I'll put $22.11. That means that I'm over by $22.11. So what I'm going to do is add these actual categories up and then see how much over or under I am. So, sorry, this is a little dirty. So 430 plus 208 plus 222.03 plus 87.15 plus 34.76 plus 29.74 plus 22.18 plus 60.95 plus 550 plus 22.11. So I spent $1,666.92. I just put the cents on the bottom because these are very small boxes. So $1,666.92. So if I subtract that from what I budgeted, that means that I am under budget by $111.08. That means that I saved $111.08. Now, what I do with this money is I either put it towards my student loans or I put it towards my savings. And in this instance, I put it towards savings. Now, I'm not going to mark it here because I don't put in what I totally put into savings for just my own personal reasons, because I don't share my paychecks. If I did put that number in, you'd be able to figure out how much I got paid. So I don't share that. But this is a really good paycheck. The fact that I managed to stay, under budget is really exciting. And now what that means is I'm not going to fill in this section just yet with totals. This will come at the end of the month. But what I am going to be doing is setting up my my Paycheck 2 budget. So why don't we take one of these? So these are from Sarah Marie's stickers on Etsy. She is back up and running. She had her daughter and she just had a second daughter. So she had put her shop on vacation mode, completely understandable. So I stocked up on these stickers in February before she went on her leave. So this one, it says January budget. I am just gonna take off the word January because this is not the full January budget. This is a paycheck budget, and she might actually, I think she only sells technically like budget or paycheck budgets for her larger size. So I just have this one, and I kind of messed up that B in budget. Whatever, doesn't look terrible on there. So I'll just write budget number 2. I don't care that doesn't look the greatest. It is 100% okay with me. And so on this strip will come income types, total income, expenses. So you have 2 options. Expenses here, or you can do variable and fixed. So you can list everything in one, or you can split them up. I like to split them up. It gives me more space on the page in, you know, the event that I have a lot on here. I don't think that this one is going to be a lot though, but I'm still gonna split them up because that's what I did for the first budget. So, you know, just to keep things cohesive. So the income types that will be for this paycheck are going to be paycheck, additional, and rollover. So let me see. Sorry. Yeah, it's actually just going to be paycheck. And then additional. And for those of you wondering, this pen is the Pilot G2, but 0.38. So this is a very thin pen. I'm not going to put my estimated income total because I don't share my paycheck and I don't think I'm going to have any additional income. So that will be blank. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people like to see those numbers. I don't share them because, you know, that's my personal decision. Why don't I throw in one of these? Because we have space, so I'm gonna add thin washi. And then I'm gonna put in the variable expenses followed by fixed expenses. There's the variable. And then, let me see, how did I, that seemed to be a lot of room for the amount. So I am gonna just trim it. Look at me. So I can give myself like a proper gap between the two. And so now I'm gonna just list out my variable expenses and my fixed expenses. So for fixed expenses, it's just gonna be my phone and then Apple Music. So my phone is gonna be $75. I upped it. My mom did not ask me to, but I figured I should give her more because I can. Then for my variable expenses, since I'm doing things differently and I paid for my sinking funds up front, those are not going to be in paycheck number 2. So for these categories, we have groceries, eating out, Amari, gas. Do other people budget their child separately? Because I do, considering he has like diapers and stuff. I could put that under household, but I don't know. I feel like I get too confused with that. Then I have fun, student loans. I put this under variable because this is not a set amount that I'm paying. It depends on how much I have left in my paycheck, how much I decide I want to do, etc. So then half of February means I save half of what I put towards rent in this paycheck, and then I pay half with the next. That's just personally how I've liked to do it. It seems to work really well for me. Let me get my ruler quickly, and I'm going to go ahead and actually, before I do that, let me put in these total stickers so I don't get confused. Because I can totally see that happening. And then for this one, I'm just gonna hope for the best with where I cut. I actually, let's see, sorry I have these scissors all in your face. Okay, so I cut off a pretty decent amount. That's fine. It's not gonna be perfect, but that's okay. I just like giving myself that gap, you know, so it doesn't feel like everything is on top of each other. Then I will put one here, there. And I need to move a little quicker because I do have to run over to my mom's house. And my budget actually for February, I didn't even talk to you guys about this, is gonna change a little bit. I got my grandmother's old car. So we only had one car, and my parents gifted my grandmother a new one, so she gave me her old one. So now I'm driving that to and from the train, which is helping my commute, especially in the winter. But what that means is I do have another car insurance that I'm going to be adding. And so I'll show you in February kind of how that's impacting my budget once I know how much extra that's going to be added to my bill. Because if you know, I already paid off our other car's insurance in full for the year. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to pay this one monthly or if I'm going to take what I have saved already for insurance and pay it off as well. Sorry, let me jump back into this. But for groceries, as you know, I budgeted $300 last time, so $300 again. For eating out, it'll be $125. Amari $65. Gas is gonna be $30 because I'm not driving a ton. Household will be $30. Fun is gonna be $40, but I'm really gonna try to stick to that $19. Student loans, I'm adding $50, so it was gonna be $350, but it's $400 now. And then rollover is $650. So let me add that really quick. So 300 plus 125 plus 65 plus 60, that's the 30 and 30, plus 40 plus 400 plus 650 puts my variable expenses at $1,640. Now over here for my phone bill, that's 75 plus $9.99 is gonna put me at $84.99 for that total. And just for, you know, the sake of being cohesive, I'm gonna add a line here. Perfect. And that's actually gonna be it for my paycheck number 2. There is not a ton going on, but it's kind of good when it's like that, right? That means it seems like you've got everything in control. I guess what I can quickly set up here before I get off is my transaction log. So I am going to go ahead and stick that right here. And what I didn't think about was how I should have left this side blank so I could put my check in. So I might, I don't know. What am I gonna do? I might have to just set it up on a different page, I guess. Oh well. I did not really think about that one, but I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. It is what it is. So let's get that down. And then this is my transaction log. So this is where I'll put all of my purchases. This is not where I put my sinking fund purchases. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm sure some of you know, I am terrible about tracking my expenses on there, like absolutely terrible. I don't know why I can't keep up with my sinking funds, but at least I'm honest. I'm bad. But yeah, so this is it. This is everything that I'm setting up for my paycheck number 2. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Follow me over on Instagram and subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye.